Hello my crafty friends, it's Krista here from Second Chance Creation, and yes, I'm back again, and it's the evening. It's Wednesday night here in Australia, in New South Wales, and I'm sharing a little golden book that I had finished for a swap, and so before it gets sent away, I think there's still a bit of time. I thought I'd better make a video. So I hope whoever gets this little golden book will enjoy it as much as what I have in making it. It's about the sailor dog, and I thought that was pretty appropriate, seeing I love my dogs. And I've gutted the little golden book, and it has the 3 signatures. It has a 2-inch spine, and I had absolutely perfect signatures sewed down, and I was going to make a dangle. But of course, you know, even the best laid plans do change when you get a little bit of a brainwave, I suppose. So I wanted to make something that represented like a fishing net and a bit of the ocean. And I'll just see if I can bring that in a little bit so you can see the little shells. What I've covered it with is handmade paper from my friend who gifted me this large piece over 12 months ago. And as you can see all this blue in there, which is part of the threads that she's put in the paper. Real fuzzy bit. I've actually put the green here. This is the avocado mesh bag. And little pearls that I had, which are from my shells that I had for my necklace that I took apart, and also these tiny little turtles. Aren't they super? So yeah, so this is made, I covered it with this beautiful handmade paper, and just had different little turtles or tortoises in different colours, and some more of the avocado mesh bag, just representing a little bit of the fishing net, I suppose. So yeah, so even the best laid plans just don't happen. I've covered the spine with this beautiful red, like a, I don't know what it's called, like a suede, that's it. I got about 1 metre of it in an op shop for 50 cents. Beautiful. And it's just to pick up the various colours in the golden book itself. So yeah, so that's where we're at, and it is chunky, and I've popped in some charms, and I'll show them to you as we go along. And it does have ruffles, so it has a like a linen binding. It's actually from a shoelace. It was about 1.5 meters long. I don't know what they used it for, but I found it in an op shop, and I thought that would make a great tie, and I used that, and I've popped some eyelets in. So I've used the suede inside as well, and as you can see, it's in pretty good nick. It is a little bit worn here, but it's probably been loved, you know. I've put book corners on to make sure that it's, you know, stays intact, and it can get more use, wear and tear now. So let's have a wander inside. I've used my painty papers again, and I just use the fancy scissors to represent waves. Here are some like foam stickers, and they are from Wendy Mason. She gifted me this whole bag of various stick-ons, and I had some nautical bits, and I thought that was pretty cool. Here I've put some, oh sorry ladies, this is the tripod. I've put some eyelash trim, just sort of representing, I suppose, a bit of weed and stuff in the waters. And when I took the golden book apart, I kept all the little golden spine cover that was on there, and used it throughout the book. So I've used various places, and because this book was actually stitched in, not stapled in, the paper was quite thin, so I've reinforced every page of the Golden Book with various colours of rickrack, just so that keep it more robust when it's being used. I've used various papers for my stash. This baking paper that I coffee dyed, and I've popped in little sentiments down the bottom. Found himself in a strange land, and of course my ruffles just there, and paper clips, and these are the ones with those little envelopes that I showed you in one of my previous videos what I've been making. And these are not embellished, I kept them plain, and they just go on here with a colour coordinated paper clip, just like that. I'll just put that back on here. So the colours of the pages are absolutely gorgeous, and I used various coloured pages as well throughout. Here we have a little charm, and this is a shell, and that was of a necklace, and of course I take all that apart, so I didn't have to buy any, so that was pretty cool. And another charm, this represents like a shell, very unusual. This actually was a page that was in a rack that Bonnie Wood sent me, and it was about veterinary notes, and when I tried to coffee dye it, all the ink ran and it made all these lovely patterns throughout. I thought that was quite amazing. No, isn't that unreal? Some music paper, and how appropriate, ship lollipop, and it was only a short page, and I've enforced it with some of my painty papers so that on the end I could pop in this envelope that I made from my atlas. And I fussy cut this girl out and the plants just in there, and I've big journaling card. Here's some more of those beautiful little stick-ons that were in a pack that Wendy Mason sent me, and this is a stamp from the post office, from the book of stamps you get at the post office, which is just like advertisement. And of course this is an envelope. There's nothing in it. It's a pocket, journaling card, and I had some out of a book. It had various stories out in the outback, and one of them had Launch Out in the actually out on the sea, and I thought, oh, that would be nice just to have a bit of a read. Just see if you can read that. You have my little tuck spot. This is from a magazine. Used a bit of this suede, red suede, and just used made a tag, various bit of collaging there you can journal on. And on the back again I used a envelope. It happens all the time, doesn't it? Bit of collaging just here. And then made another tag. Actually no, this was gifted to me. That's right, it was in a rack, and you can tuck that behind here. And this is just a cutout from a magazine treasure chest. And this was a cutout of coins as well. There to Dream. And You know, the little bottle lost in sea with a little message in there. It reads, "Help, I'm lost somewhere." I thought that was pretty funny. The tracing paper, and I decoupage some napkin just here. This is just a bit of a flip out. The page was too big and I really didn't want to cut it. Some more little fish, and each signature is, of course, has my painty papers. And again, you know, rick-rack all along here. Here I tried my hand in water paints. I got these water paint pencils, I think you call them. And I tried my hand in, you know, getting the colours all mixed up, but I just didn't get the hang of it, and I didn't want to waste it. And I thought, well, I might just put in here, seeing it's a colourful book. Nat Williams had a tutorial of how she did it, and of course, you know, if you see someone do it, you think you can do it, but it could be quite simple, and I couldn't grasp it. But anyway, practice makes perfect. It's a part of a belly band. This is This is just some paper that I had. I think it's from a 6x6 pad that was gifted, and then a smaller belly band I stuck on here. Just all about the shells. Might want to colour it in, and I've made that little piece of suede. It's a real fun, colourful book, this one. I really enjoyed making this. This was actually a paper liner for a tray, breakfast tray, and it had on a Bon Appetit. I thought, well, that was pretty, don't waste that. Coffee dyed it. Another pocket. Each signature has a little pocket. And here I've popped in, I had this old book, and I've popped in this map in here. Isn't this beautiful? Just a journaling card. More painted papers. Little tuck spot. This is from a magazine. Little snip out. Just various papers. And this is one of my painty papers as well. And I've just put that on there. And I just did a little drawing here with those watercolour pencils. And that just flips out. Like I said, I had these big pages, I didn't want to chop them up. So that's the second signature. Now we're getting to the last signature. Some more little stick-ons. Love this, just how this turned out. The next time I'm due to make some more, I will actually show you how I made these. You'd be quite amazed. Might have to do it in 2 parts because I don't know how to edit. This is just a bit of a journaling. Oh yeah, 6x6 paper pad. This was gifted to me. Plenty of tuck spots. Little envelope with a little card, and some more. This came off a parcel. Can't remember who it was from, but it was here from Australia, and I thought, look at the crab. Isn't that cool? I thought that was pretty good. So I just I just cut it out, put an eyelet in, and made it into a little journaling spot. And then here again, little card, just offcuts of paper. This little tuck spot is actually idea from Bonnie Wood. Thank you, Bonnie. I'm getting to use all the ones that I've made quite a while ago. Oh, wasn't in frame. I'm sorry, ladies. Just let me get back here. There we go. We'll try it again, shall we, very quickly. Tuck spot on the back. And tuck spot just here, little card. This is that stamp. There's a little tuck spot there. Traveller. Here I've got a die cut of a seahorse. I didn't want to colour it, I want it to stand out. This was gifted to me by Grace from Elegant Delights by Grace, and thank you, Grace. So I've still got quite a few of those, which was just really appropriate. And here I've made like an envelope and just popped in that to keep it in place. More coffee dyed paper, more ruffles, and more charms. Sorry ladies, I forgot to show you. Another pocket, the journaling card. If I'm not mistaken, this was gifted to me by Susan Freeman, I think. Another one of my little paperclip envelopes. This actually, those little, this idea actually came from a lady by the name of Susan, not Susan Johnson, not Susan Freeman. Susan, she's in the group Junk Journals Down Under group, and when I get her find her channel, I'll link it below. Very interesting to make these, pretty easy. This is a calendar page, and what I've done was I actually covered it with a serviette, and then I photocopied it, and this is how it came through. I did that while I was away. And the journaling spot just here. Another flip out, a little map hidden away. My dog's bigger than your dog. Found this in a plant book, sea plants, sea colander. I thought that was pretty interesting. Another one of the little envelopes just to keep it all intact. And that's the last page. And another one of my painted papers, and another little stick-on fish. As you can see, some more fuzzies. So it's a fun journal. So it has 5 charms there, 5 dangles, and it stands up quite nicely. And what I've done is I've just popped some beads on, just some big black beads, and I've just left the ends of the Rick Wack show on the top, because they are really fun books, these little golden books. So yeah, this is my little show and tell. I hope you've all had a really good day, midweek here, and we've got a busy couple of days ahead of us here at home. So until next time, happy crafting. But I might do a bit of a reveal of what I'm going to be making, and also some of the projects that I want to finish and start working back on again, and one being the hutch. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.